Tommy Plug Book Club. Ba-na-na.
All we need is like a theme song.
Instead of whatever I come up with on the spot.
It's fine. Anyways, hi folks, we're back.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So, we finally made it to Volume 7.
Bum, bum, bum.
And yes, now you're going to figure out why we have been hyping this goddamn volume so much since we basically started this project. Or actually since, hell, I've been kind of pimping this volume since, we started the other podcast because, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Every other episode on the other podcast, we're like, just read the manga.
Yeah.
Really?
You're like, you know what? If you want to read the manga, we're going to read the manga to you. Make our own podcast.
And now we're here.
Yes, we are.
And
this thing only came out 11 years ago. Can you believe that? Well, in the United States, anyways.
Ava or this volume?
This volume.
11 years ago?
Yeah.
See, for me, that's a long time ago, because that's when I started actually getting into anime. But in the context of Ava as a series, that's only half its lifespan.
Yeah, that's
then
crazy.
Volume 13 came out 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So.
Let me look. No, it's almost been 3 years since 13 came out.
Franchise isn't even over. That's the thing.
Well, no, it is. Well, the manga is.
Is it? I thought they were doing 14.
Evangelion franchise.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, I was talking about Ava franchise as an entire series.
Oh no, that's never.
So I was wait, is Volume 14 out? Yes, it is.
Yeah, Volume 14's out, and Ava's not going to die until everybody associated with it is
until
dead.
Japan sinks into the ocean.
Yeah, that's going to take a while.
And even then, Unit 2 will stay.
Yeah,
or not Unit 2, Unit 1 will stay.
Wow.
Floating around the.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
Wow.
There are so many. There are at least three.
Or was it yesterday? Yes, no, it's today. Right now in the United States today, it's Kaworu's birthday. Happy birthday, Kaworu. And because this is the first volume he shows up in.
Spoilers.
Yes. And just wanted to say happy birthday, Kaworu.
Yeah, spoiler alert for later in the episode.
Yeah. But anyway. So, as you all know, the volumes I have contain super beautiful color spreads, and my favorite one of Asuka and Kaworu is in this volume, where Kaworu's all gray on the bottom and Asuka's super red on top. I just love it. And there's drawings of Fuyutsuki and Gendo and Yui, and then the super adorable picture of Rei, Asuka, and Shinji in casual clothing. They're super cute. And then of course the Kaji spread, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
So I think if we can find scans of it and maybe, at least for the YouTube video, put them in the video. These scans.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I know where to find it.
Yeah, the one where they're on the couch.
Yeah, I can find this.
Cool. So let's get into this.
Also, yes, Unit 2.
Did you want to do the sort of historical whatever?
Oh yeah.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah,
what's going on with the show at this time?
Oh right.
What was 11?
Not a goddamn thing.
Oh, is it over?
Well, yes. It is. Even when this
when did the first rebuild come out?
2007.
True. Yeah, and this would be 2000.
It's 2004 for the United States and the West. Yeah. It was 2001 for Japan. So this is the dark period of Ava, because they forgot to pay the electric bill. Oh, no. So really, barely anything Ava is going on, because the TV show is done. The 2 movies have come out. They've already made it to the United States. Rebuild is not even really an idea in anybody's head. We're not even we haven't even gotten the announcement that Ava's coming to Adult Swim. That's 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is literally the period of inactivity for Ava.
So this literally would be the Ava Middle Ages, because right now we're having the Ava Renaissance.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Except the real Renaissance went a little bit more smoothly than the Ava one did.
Anyway.
What? I'm sorry. I'm a history nerd. I can't help it.
No, I mean disagreeing, but
Oh, okay. Okay, true. All right. So,
I just want to talk about right before the book I have, where it has the screen catcher or like the chapter illustration for chapter 41. In the manga, it shows Shinji in the darkness with his suitcase, and that kind of drew me back to the anime, where all the shots of Shinji crying with the suitcase on the ground, and now he's picked it up, but the difference is that he's like completely in the dark, and I thought that was an interesting choice to start this volume off with a spread of Shinji in the dark, because usually it's like pen or a silly picture of one of the characters, but this time it's actually like pretty candid. So
perhaps Sadamoto is choosing the right moment to begin to like make the turn tone, because this would be a hell of an volume to do it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, shit's getting real now, guys. Shinji, everything sucks.
Oh my yes. Oh my yes.
Even this. Like this first, the first panel, in 41. Like first, it's the shot of Unit 1, and normally when they're shot like this, like they're very clean. Like even the line suggests like shininess, but here you can see the blood. You can see the blood running off of Unit 1, and then the second panel is Shinji, and I know. Gray Asuka talked a lot about the lines over the eyes, like as a marker of shame.
Yeah.
And so like Shinji has just internalized all of what has just happened.
Mhm. Well, and kind of, because then what he does is then he goes, for once, a very rare moment of Shinji asserting himself right after this. So it's kind of interesting how he kind of, like how you suggest, like the internalizing when right after that, it's one of the rare moments where he actually speaks out and goes, "This was wrong," because he never argues with people really, and when there are arguments, they're usually petty. But this is something pretty serious. One of his friends was murdered.
Also, we need to point out the fact that when Shinji goes on his rampage and they show he's outside kicking the pyramid, and he's like just really aggressive about it. In this, he's inside, he's contemplating what he's going to do, and then he's like, I would have rather have been killed myself than Toji, and then he starts breaking shit. And he's like, it's not quite as aggressive as the show. That's really odd.
I think maybe because in the show,
what happened
for Shinji to go out of his way to try and stomp on the pyramid nerve headquarters, I don't recall him doing that in NGE, because as I said, I just rewatched it. Oh wait, you guys know. Our audience doesn't know that I rewatched Evangelion 3 times this week because, specifically NGE and EOE, because I've been really sick. And I don't recall at any point Shinji actually stomping on headquarters. He's just in the unit being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, basically making empty threats, and Gendo's like, alright, bitch, and increases the pressure of LCL. So, as usual, the manga is kind of the bridgeway between the original series and Rebuild, where you have the Rebuild being really drastic and NG being like the starting point, and then you have the manga kind of bridging it, or smoothing things out that were a little too much, or too little.
Yeah.
I basically said the same thing 3 times.
It happens.
But yeah, so it was interesting how Gendo didn't even respond to him in this. He's like, okay, Shinji's like having a temper tantrum, fine. Where he actually kind of like interacted with him a little bit, at least in NGE, and rebuilds.
He was sort of the only person who could get a response from Shinji, like when he was actually out in the. Like it seems like in the manga they sort of nipped it in the bud, where shoot, he's gonna go out and do things. He's like, no, I'll just take care of it right now.
Like, no, Shinji, you're 14 and you're gonna cost us a lot of money. Don't do this. It's not like we already don't have the entire world's money.
We don't have enough money up. Smashing.
Somehow more ruthless to just increase the pressure right away. Like, it's like he wanted to do it. Like, I haven't tried this out yet. Like, stop having your temper tantrum. Increase the pressure.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like...
Oh, and then... Sorry, go ahead.
The last thing he says is Toji's name, and that just hurt. Like, he wants to avenge Toji so bad. And his idea in that moment of avenging Toji would be destroying... It's so weird, because he wants to avenge Toji by destroying his father's dreams. When you know that the real problem underneath is that Gendo keeps making Shinji do things that he doesn't want to do. So Shinji wants to destroy Gendo's dreams because Gendo's destroying Shinji's happiness. Any that he could have possibly had. Anyway, real deep. Too deep for you.
And then, like, after we get done with Shinji trying to
Don't
break
worry,
shit...
it doesn't get much darker than this. Just kidding. Here's
the we're
dream with class rep.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That is, like, literally, like, the most... Man, as if we don't have enough depressing things to talk about in this episode. Oh, here we go. Oh, God.
That lunchbox.
Oh.
I actually want to, like, go back one moment really quick. I really love how Asuka says that idiot's nerves are more fragile than yours or mine. And in that moment, in that small, tiny moment, Asuka opens up a little bit of weakness and admits to Rei, the doll, that she has weakness. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, going back.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Sorry, me paying attention to Asuka.
Well, yeah, because it would have been easy for her to say, like, he has fragile nerves, not his are more fragile than yours or mine. Like, implying that she does have a tipping point.
Yeah.
Which is sort of more than she'd be willing to give.
Rei, of all people, who represents everything that Asuka hates.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, guilt trip, PTSD dream, which is literally what it is. That's not even a joke.
Oh, yeah, there's...
For anyone who laughed at that, you're sick and disgusting.
There is absolutely no other way to describe this. Like,
I mean, that's literally what it is. I mean, the poor kid, like, has probably some of the worst PTSD in the entire series. Like,
yeah?
He's seen more shit and because when you think about it, if you're feeling everything that the Ava's doing, he felt the Ava crushing Toji's plug. And, like, I only realized that the other day when I was watching Ava, that he's feeling, even if the dummy plug's in, he's still in the Ava.
Yeah.
He probably still feel the Ava tearing
he's feeling his own hands crush him.
Ooh.
And, like, he's feeling that, and not even to mention, like, later in the series, in the original series, when he's, like, when Impact is happening, not in the manga, but, like, in EOE, when Impact's happening, like, then he becomes, like, omnipotent and can feel, like, everyone dying, and, like, I don't know, this poor kid has had to kill people and things much more and more intensely than anyone else. I think the only person that I could say probably suffers the same kind of pain is Rei, since Rei's Lilith, and Lilith is the mother of all humans.
Yeah.
But the problem is that Shinji doesn't have the soul of a god being. He can only handle it as much as a human can. And you can just kind of see him falling apart the entire series.
Yeah.
It's kind of what the series is about.
What, falling apart? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Not even just an individual falling apart, just the very idea of falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Alright, so Shinji talks to his dad.
Me noticing, I like how every time I want to say something, I'll go, okay. No, I'm just kidding. So I noticed in the manga that the Tree of Life is on top instead of on the floor. It's on the ceiling, and something else is on the floor. What is that symbol on the floor? Do either of you know?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Did you ask Asuka?
No, I didn't. It looks astrological.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh shit, I have that on a sweater.
What?
I have that symbol on a sweater. I didn't
Really?
realize that I accidentally bought an Ava sweater. Nice. Nice Ava reference, nerd.
I'm alright. Also, Gendo going, you look better than I expected when Shinji arrives. Like, wow, alright. God, Gendo, you dick.
Like, thanks for thinking that pressure increase would collapse my ribcage, Dad.
How did he get so much booty?
You know, that's a really good question.
Like, Gendo's not attractive. He's not likable. Is it like that phenomena where if you spend enough time around someone, you start to like them and find them attractive? Is it like that? Like,
It might be that. Well, I mean, to be fair, in Yui's case, she used him to get her goals, so... But with Ritsuko in her mother's case, I'm going to assume it's because he's got power and that strikes a chord with him, or it's manipulation.
He's not even cute. Big nose ass, ugly looking.
I know.
Shitty
Like,
glasses ass.
it's like something Gendo does just gets him booty, and it's just... It really fucks with people, too, like, when he does.
And, like, the thing is like, he doesn't even actively search it. People just come on to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
just
sure
like,
he does.
I mean,
I'm sure it's all very, very coordinated and planned.
Well, but, like, the way, at least what we're shown, and what it looks at, like, he just kind of, like, is, like, I don't know, he probably thinks about Yui, like, the whole time.
Ew.
Like, I'm just saying, like, he's so in love with her.
Yeah.
And probably like, I mean, I guess I'll have hollow sex with these people, but I miss my wife. And that's really depressing when you think of it.
That is depressing.
I'm not a Gendo apologist, but that sucks.
No way. Like,
Gendo.
yeah, there's literally almost nothing you can apologize, like, for Gendo about. Like, I can't think of anything. He is kind of a grade 8 jackass.
I'm like flipping through the pages, and the page where Shinji tries to punch Gendo, I have a sticky note in there that just says "nice" in caps lock. I really like to see, because you don't see Shinji do anything. He just kind of stands there afraid of his father. I love what Sadamoto did with this. I love that Shinji, like, actually goes out of his way and to interact with his father somehow. And, like, because in the anime, Shinji just goes, like, oh, my father sucks. I'm sad.
Well, to be
but
fair,
here he, like, tries to beat the shit out of him. And
Well,
I think a lot of this has to do with the difference between where Anno was when he was in charge of the show versus how Sadamoto interpreted it and how Sadamoto thought he could make it better.
True.
Like,
Well,
I would say the anime is more authentic to, I guess, the source material, which is Anno's own emotions.
Yeah.
But the manga makes for a better story.
I don't know, it was just so nice to see Shinji retaliate, because I also do not have the best relationship with some of my family members, and just being like, yeah, son, you don't take that. Like, I love that. Like, don't you have something to say to me? Like, damn, Shinji.
well, let's also not forget that Shinji was kind of handcuffed in the show.
Oh.
Like 6 times.
Yeah, they were like, Shinji had like some mega handcuffs on him, so he couldn't do anything. In this case, they weren't smart enough to they didn't think to not handcuff him, so...
I think it was that they knew that he had no power.
Yeah. Also, hold on. You two keep talking. I need to back up a few pages very quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this
I
was
found
almost a better indicator that he had no power than the handcuffs.
Yeah. Because in the handcuffs, there's some sort
This
of,
is
like,
sort of saying
fear.
Yeah, and it's, I guess, as a symbol, it's more like you've already lost, versus when he's trying to punch him and can't do it, it's like, you still have the opportunity to try, but you won't succeed.
Like he's humiliating himself instead of being humiliated. And I think humiliating oneself is more shameful than being humiliated by another person, because if you're humiliated by another person, you have the chance to fight back against them. But if you're humiliating yourself, you have no one to blame, no one to go back on except for you, and you have to take that responsibility for not being good enough.
So I went back and I rechecked the page, and I was right about something.
What?
So did either of you notice which hand Shinji used to start the rampage in the Eva?
No.
He used his right hand, which makes me wonder, why is he using his left hand to attempt to punch Gendo in this frame?
Probably because of because you know how the pilots, when they sink, they do get bruises and stuff?
Uh-huh.
If he look at all that fucking metal he punched. That had to hurt.
I thought Shinji was naturally right-handed,
Yeah, I think
too.
we might be reading into it a bit.
Oh, yeah, reading too much into something in Eva. Uh-huh. But again, I thought Shinji was right-handed.
No, wait, does he try to... No, he tries to punch Gendo with his right hand.
No, it's his left hand.
It's his right. Remember, I have the, official translated, not shitty online scantlation version. That's definitely his right hand.
Yeah, I think we have it in reverse, Iowa.
Okay, do we?
I think we have it backwards.
God damn it. All right, well, if it is officially his right hand, then disregard that point. If it is his left hand, I still find it weird.
No, it's his right hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring these to RamenCon.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I will. I'm cross my fingers. Hopefully, maybe pick up 1 through 3 and 13 or 14 at the bookstore, but I might not be able to.
I love the reaction. I love the look on Kaji's face when he's restraining Shinji, and Shinji's like all huffing. Kaji's got this look on his face. Like, God damn it! I don't want to deal with this shit today. I got other things to do.
Like Misato.
Yeah, it's like I got a pile of paperwork to deal with, not this crap.
Man, nobody heard what I said. Okay.
What?
You said Kaji's has some more shit to do, and I said Misato.
Oh God! Oh shit! I didn't hear. Oh, it's like I could be doing things with Misato right now, but no, I'm having to deal with this shit. Oh, and Shinji doesn't want to pilot the Eva anymore. Yeah.
I love how his face was drawn. I will be back. I'll never pilot the Eva again. And he looks so serene. I don't know. Yeah. It's just really pretty. I'm really distracted by this. And then how he's drawn, on the screen catcher for 42. The art's so pretty. But he's looking back instead of looking forward, and I think that makes so much sense for him. I'm probably looking too much into this. Sadamoto probably just went, I don't feel like drawing his eyes forward. I'm going to do a 3/4 view with his eyes looking to the side. What's up? But
somebody will overinterpret this.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is
about it.
I mean, it is an interesting thing to, as an artist, why would you instinctually draw a character doing that? Looking back.
Yeah.
Also,
I sort of like this question that he's saying, how many people have to die, and aren't they all worth the same? Damn. I think that's cool. Because I sort of interpret that as, he would rather not die in the Eva, and that isn't that as valid as saving a life? Isn't it the same thing? I don't know. I think it's neat.
Yeah. I don't know. I am still tossing that one around. That quote.
And Misato thinking about her dad.
I figured with how many people have to die and aren't they all worth the same, I felt like it was why do people have to die because of what I'm doing? Or they're worth the same but I'm worth less kind of thing. I don't know how to put it in words.
No, that makes sense.
I really love the shots on this first page of Misato. The speaking as a person who really enjoys art history, how there's. Do you notice the bright flashes of light, and that panel is over her head?
Yeah.
That was commonly used as a symbol of a savior, specifically Christ or any of the apostles and whatnot, and Misato kind of takes it upon herself to kill all the angels and, like, be the savior. And she wants to be, like, Shinji and Asuka's, like, guardian and, like, save them. I just thought that was an interesting choice.
On the page where she's flashing back to Second Impact?
Yeah, and she's drawn in the corner, and she cuts into the panels, and there's, like, a ray of light in one panel that goes over her head. I don't think that's not intentional, especially...
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
With, like, a closed face, like, closed eyes, like, it kind of goes back to, like, the Virgin Mary, is what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the next page, she's talking about what she really wants is she wants to, I guess, pay her dad back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even she's sort of mulling over aren't they all worth the same?
Yeah.
And she's realizing that she wants to pay her dad back for her life because she feels that he did give his life for hers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, which then goes into the Kaji thing.
Yeah, that's going to go into the Kaji thing. Hold on, we're not there yet.
Oh, yeah. All of this builds towards the Kaji thing.
This is intentional building. Notice how Sadamoto's throwing these little snippets in, like, we're putting these themes out for a reason. When we'll get there, we will get there, and you'll see why.
This will pay off.
Yeah, there's...
I really love the line.
Now I remember this is why this is my favorite. So excited.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go on.
You love the
line. Yesterday I felt something that rage towards him has just grown so cold already, and it just, like, automatically I thought of, like, a coal or something. I don't know. I just really love the visual imagery in that, and, like, when you feel anger, like, it is, like, pretty hot, but I never ever thought of the period after being angry being cold. I don't know.
Yeah?
I think that's interesting.
I mean,
thanks, translators.
Well, I mean, unless you have, like, constant, like, contact with the source that's making that rage build in you, it can turn from white hot to, like, ice cold if you're disconnected from it. And that's what basically Shinji's becoming. He says, I never want to come back, and it's like, fine, now go away, stay away, and never come back. So he's, in his mind, he's got that final disconnect, so the source of his rage is now gone. And Shinji's not going to think about it. He's going to just go back to being, like, you know, how he was before he came to Tokyo 3, in a way.
It's so sad how, like, he finally makes a decision that he's happy with, and he realizes, like, I keep going by, stumbling and tripping along, doing whatever people told me to do. And then he just realizes that, like, oh, I did whatever they wanted, but then I started to make connections, and now I'm fucking everything up. Yay!
Like, I met people, and, like, I liked them, and I cared about them, and, like, I started to open up, and then it's like, before I knew it, bam.
Also, I'm really sad that they fixed emergency passage to emergency.
I know.
I was really hoping they would just keep it.
They weren't.
That, but nope. No. Emergency passage. I have that saved somewhere on my computer. Like, all of the really bad, like, English, like, Konshin.
Yes. Also, the last line from Shinji before the alarm goes off, it's like, I'm sorry, but I can't even cry anymore. Like, that sucks. Like, Shinji's gone through so much that he can't even cry anymore, even though he's
too locked away.
He's walking away from people he cares about, and he's, in theory, killed his best friend, like, and he can't even cry anymore. It's like, fuck.
Well, it's because he's squished that on inside him. He's bottling it up. He doesn't let it out, and that's Shinji's thing. He always runs away. He can't cry because he's running away from how he feels. If he faced how he feels, he would be overwhelmed with that sadness and would cry. But it's easy for him to not cry and to shove it up, shove it.
Oh, look!
We sort of talked about this. We
Can we talk about
this before. Tiny legs. What?
Oh, Zero's tiny legs are like the greatest thing to me. Like they're just they're just small. Like he probably like or she whatever that thing is waddles. Like can you imagine like Scary Angel like waddling?
No,
Like,
it's moving in at rapid speed.
It's an Angel.
Oh, but so what I was saying before is we've sort of talked about the manga. It's different from the anime in that Shinji starts in a lower place and ends in a higher place than in the show.
Yes.
And I feel like at this point Shinji is at an even lower place than where he started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like not only does he hate himself, but he hates himself so much that it doesn't even faze him anymore. Like he's jaded to it, which somehow even makes it worse.
Oh, I feel that really right now.
Okay, so Angel attack, blah blah. Oh, hi Kaji.
There's one that says "Be broken." Armor plates 1 through 18 penetrated. It says "Be broken."
Yeah, thanks guys.
Charles' tiny legs are so good.
Needle, needle, needle.
Oh, I'm actually like crying a little bit because it's so funny.
And this is like I love like the most badass angel is like
Stumpy.
a geometric shape, and the second most badass angel has like tiny legs. Like, god damn it!
I'm sorry, my angel ranking goes Ramiel, Sachiel, Sahaquiel, and Shamshell. Gagiel was really weird, and Zero was pretty cool. And then the rest.
Yeah. And then there's those other ones.
Oh yeah, Kaworu. He's a shit OC, but anyway.
Oh.
I'm pretty ambivalent towards Kaworu. I'm gonna get so much hate mail on.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of favorite properties do not give much to work with him. This manga seems to be
Have you seen? Okay, but we've like seen the rebuilds now, and there's so much like official art. Like,
well, I'm talking about like actual things, not like art. I mean, like character development. It's like, hi Carl, bye Carl, hi Carl, bye Carl, hi Carl. It's like tropes and bullshit. This at least tries to do differently, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Also, hi Kaji.
Wait, where are you guys? I'm on page. It's marked for me 43. I'm looking at all the planes, and there's the unnecessary crosses. Oh, so
unnecessary crosses in Ava. Yep, you're in the right place.
They are called cross-splosions.
I'm so butt frustrated because certain people keep telling me that the rebuild is not an adaptation of the manga, and it so is. It so is. I'm telling y'all. 4.0 is going to come out, and it's going to be the ending of the manga, and I'm going to be like, told you fuckers.
Oh my gosh. That's probably the best thing that could happen.
If it does that, I will seriously love Rebuild forever, because I will finally have gotten, in moving picture form, the right ending.
So much stuff that they do is so similar to the manga. Like, I'm just saying, it's like not, it's an adaptation. Adaptation is not always exactly the same. But anyway.
Yeah, there are...
No,
yeah,
she's staring at the crosses like this was exactly how it looked for Mari in 2.0. But anyway, whatever. I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
I love how Shinji's looking at everything, and he's, like, weary, and he's like, okay, I decided not to be a pilot. I'm not going to do this. Then Kaji.
Yeah, and then Kaji shows
up with you. He's, like, conveniently there. Okay, can we talk about how tiny Shinji's elbows are and his arms? Like, look at that.
Oh, they are like super tiny. They're like T-Rex. If it wasn't for the fact that they were like the normal length of a human, I'd call them T-Rex arms.
Like, I love how everyone's like, oh, Asuka and Rei and Mari are so sexy. I'm like, they're 14, and then
again, people
tiny arms.
Stop thinking that 14-year-olds are attractive. That's really gross.
Yeah.
Fictional character 14-year-olds.
They're drawn. Like, okay, they're fictional, so it's not like they're hurting real children, but still, that's pretty gross.
It's pretty gross.
Drawn to look like children. But,
yeah, like.
And this is proof of it.
Yeah, like if you're gonna want to think about that, like if you're gonna think about characters like that in this series, hi, there's Misato, there's Ritsuko. Hi, have fun, go, go, go.
Dude, okay, Misato is like straight up best girl.
She really is.
I would carry her children.
Dude, she's like my age. She'd be perfect for me.
I would impregnate her lovingly.
I'd try to get her to drink less booze, but that's.
Are you kidding? I would do the biggest bong rips with her. I'm just saying.
Well, that's different. Like
I like how Kamal's just sitting there like, what's happening right now?
Well, that's because
so much is going on.
Dude, the amount of booze Misato drinks, dude, weed would be cheaper.
Honestly though.
Like we can quantify how much booze Misato drinks simply from like shots from
you're
rebuild.
good at math. Let's find.
Well, hold on. First of all, it's A, the amount of beer in her fridge. B, the amount of hard liquor bottles that are strewn around the apartment. Like, holy fuck!
Probably okay.
That's why she can't afford real food.
True. I'm just gonna say that yes, it would be definitely cheaper to buy weed than all that alcohol. Except that weed's a big no-no in Japan, so it might be more expensive there.
She probably goes to she probably gets it through she'd probably get it through Hyuga because that's where she gets everything else from.
True. Okay, I just want to mention for one moment that I was really hit in the feels when in episode 25 and 26, I don't remember which one, they kind of blend together for me. That everyone's calling Misato disgusting, and Hyuga's the only one who doesn't call her disgusting. After seeing her have sex with Kaji, and her explaining why.
25.
Yeah, that's 25.
Okay, can we talk about how sweet that is? Like,
Very.
That he truly really loved her. Like whatever she did with Kaji and whatever she needed to do to comfort herself did not bother him. He still loved her and still only wanted to say anything good about her.
Yeah.
Like,
what
a sweetie.
That's also part of it. That's also part of the spiel he's going to go through in this volume, which is nice. It's definitely good reinforcement that no matter what with Misato, Kaji just has like one view of her, and that is that I love her and that's all that mattered.
I was talking about Hyuga.
Oh God, poor Hyuga.
No, like that's what I'm saying.
Poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
Like, Kaji didn't call her disgusting, but you could tell by the tone of voice that he was, like, a little disappointed.
Yeah.
He knew. But, like, Hyuga didn't even address it. He wasn't even fazed by the fact that Misato was having sex just to, like, comfort herself. He was just like, oh, cool, congrats on your promotion. Like, he didn't want to, like, say anything bad. He genuinely thought well of her. And, like, despite that other people would consider her a slut, like, he deserved Misato. He deserved Misato.
Is it really? Like, I'm gonna like this may seem this may seem like the wrong question, but is it really being a slut if you're only doing it with one person just over and over?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But like, you get what I'm saying. Like, that's how I think of it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like pure, genuine, true, whatever, like romantic love. Like, and Ava touches on this, like the idea of what love is quote unquote supposed to be, and it's very evident that the other characters think it's supposed to be something that you just do because you genuinely care about the person, whereas Misato's like, fuck romance, I need some sweet dick to help with my daddy issues.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to, like, if I'm sleeping with someone, I don't have to think about things because the pleasure is all in my mind. I don't have to actually think about my problems.
Yeah, and so
it's like it's almost like Ava's like talking about the real world. Whoa!
But yeah, to read version, Hyuga really seriously deserved Misato because of how genuinely he loved her, and I ship it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Like, Hyuga might be a minor character, but God, I feel bad for him.
Oh my God, Maya though.
Oh, I feel worse for her.
Oh my God, poor sweetie. We're getting really off topic.
And then Aoba just cried like a little bit.
I'm just sitting over here like poised to strike on the next chapter, which is
to be fair,
one of the best chapters.
We still have,
chapter 8? Oh wait, no. I'm thinking
to be fair, like some of the stuff that we're going to go over, we can just gloss over because it's like, yeah, it's shit we saw before in the series, so blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, we're going to test Rand Unit 1. Ain't wrong.
Yeah, this is something
I love
that
how Kaji starts
they never even...
Go ahead.
Oh, that they never even, like, even considered in the show. cross-examination.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it wasn't even mentioned or alluded to or anything. This is a pure addition, and
Yes.
it's gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was the same age you are now when the second impact happened, so this automatically starts. Like, Kaji, you get the idea that Kaji is seeing himself in Shinji. And it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, and it's like what we were talking about before with Misato and her father. Like, this
Yeah.
whole volume does a really good job of showing you how similar all of these characters are, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Look at baby Kaji.
Also, Shinji, I know you don't like people at this moment, but God, you are being like a dick. Stop.
I love how Yui basically tells Rei, get the fuck out of my body.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, you get the fuck out right now.
I love this. I love this. Gendo
Yeah.
just being like, is it trying to reject me? Because he knows that Yui's basically going, fuck no, you shat all over my son.
Yeah, it's like,
you
pardon,
don't
fuck.
what you want. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. And then there's the fact
Yeah,
that
there's some good subtle stuff here. Like,
if someone cloned my fucking body, I would be like, bitch, no. Get this shit out of here.
I really would have loved if Unit 1 had just started talking at this point and been like, wait, you did what? With what? You fucking asshole.
well, on the next page here, even if I die, there will be replacements.
Uh-huh.
I'm
So
ready
good.
to talk about this. I'm so ready to talk about this. So a lot of the original translations for this is, even if I die, I can be replaced. Which has so much different weight than, even if I die, there will be replacements. Rei in this says, yes, my body can be replaced, but I cannot be replaced. Rei's entity, that is Rei, cannot be replaced. Rei's essence, Rei's soul. And in a way, that subtle tiny difference demonstrates how Rei in the manga has a growing sense of self throughout the series.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as I saw that difference, because I'm so used to it being translated to I can be replaced, where Rei thinks that they're worth nothing, which is true. You can tell that Rei doesn't have a sense of self-worth, but then they say, like, I'm sorry, just that huge difference, because they're not mentioned in comparison or in relation to the replacements. You can tell that Rei has, by this point, a strong sense of who they are and the fact that in some way they are valuable.
This Rei specifically.
Didn't Rei say this later in the original series than this point?
I don't think so, because you get Rei 3 after this angel.
Okay, because I could have sworn she said it later than this. Or no, wait, she did say it in this.
Because they grabbed the N2 mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
I hated
right.
that
They
in the
do.
rebuild so much. Oh, that is my least favorite part of 2.
Can we talk about how Rebuild 2 was shit? Just period. Shit. Done.
Yeah, it was
awful.
Pretty,
and I feel like 3 did an okay job of fixing it, but 4 better be ballpark.
4 better be good. 4 better
it's
be.
It's not going to be good. You guys know it.
It'll be beautiful, like Art 2, or it will be just horrible.
Honestly, if 4 fucks it up and then somehow manages to get to the manga ending, I might be okay with this.
Like, I don't know. You all, the both of you know I hate 2.0.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure I've talked about it before, but yeah. I just did 2.0 was shiny and entertaining, but it wasn't Eva. That's the thing. It just was not Eva. And 3.0, I think the reason I love 3.0 so much is because it was actually something new. 3.0 was the only new thing that we had. And when you think about it, 3.0 has probably a lot of the same effect that it had when EOE first came out. Now, we hail End of Evangelion as oh, it's so deep and it's so good.
It's a giant middle finger to everybody.
Honestly,
okay, I actually kind of disagree with that, because you can tell that a lot of this shit was planned since the beginning. Since episode 1, we had Quantum Ray. You can't tell me that anything that happened in EOE is an accident or a middle finger.
Oh, no, it's not. The thing about Anno is, and this is a whole different conversation, we're straying away a lot, but he could do it it was a giant middle finger, but he couldn't let himself destroy the franchise.
Mm.
So he did it well, but he hated everybody as he did it.
I definitely get that feeling. But
I think the middle finger part was the live action shots of the trains and the cats and the movie theater.
And everybody dying.
I'm pretty sure that was planned from the beginning.
No,
because 25 and 26, everyone was fine. Everybody was happy.
That's because Shinji had accepted instrumentality. That was
Shinji's mind.
That's Shinji's mind accepting instrumentality and being like, I'm okay with this. End of Eva is like, no, I'm not okay with this. It's like,
I don't know. This is a whole conversation for another thing.
Well, this ties into this. Trust us.
The effect that the manga versus the rebuild versus the anime has, and like it's an important discussion, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about how
I think
it's like completely satisfying without spoiling it. It was a very satisfying ending. Where we're talking about the rebuilds now, like the rebuilds, I feel like are having a lot of the same effect that EOE had. Like we're all like when EOE first came out, Iowa. Like I think you have more authority to speak on this, but from what I've heard, it was really shocking, and a lot of people didn't like it.
Oh, Japan went goddamn apeshit over this stuff, over End of Eva. Like, and when it got over here to the United States, the same thing pretty much happened. It's like people went apeshit.
Yeah.
Because it was just, they were so absolutely, blown away by what happened, but also shocked at what happened. Because it was just like,
it was like,
so,
what?
Yeah, it was literally, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
from the first scene, like, that's what he was doing, was trying to elicit that reaction.
Yes. And he goddamn succeeded, whether I like the means of doing it or not in certain sections of End of Eva.
Yeah, and I feel like 3.0 is like the same. That's why I like it, because I can get past okay, this is obviously really shocking, but once we get more material, it'll make more sense. And the same thing was with EOE, and I think a lot of people are like, my generation of Eva fans, I call it like quote-unquote second wave Eva fans, because you have like Iowa, your generation that was there to like see everything happening, and now I'm like, or it's like post-rebuild. I'm like the post-rebuild generation. So how my generation's reacting to 3.0, I feel like is a lot the same how your generation, pre-rebuild, reacted to it. And so, like, for me, I'm not going to sit here and shit on 3.0. I say that there are a lot of, there's a lot of faults, but there's a lot of great things, too. And it's better than just a straight-up fan service movie.
Yeah, that's what I feel 2.0 is. I feel it's catering too much to all anime fans and, like, how anime fans want their things to be, because... Like, I hate to say it, there's a lot of reasons I'm not a big fan of, like, newer animes. It's because they all seem to fit into these tired cliches and tropes. And in a lot of ways, that's what 2.0 tries to do, is just do that. And also, I'm not going to lie, I hate the ending. Because if you want to talk about bullshit Deus Ex Machina endings, that is 2.0 in a nutshell. Like, oh god, the world's about to end. Nah, just kidding. Here's Kaworu with the lance.
Although... Oh, I do want to comment on that. Kaworu suddenly saving everything with the lance is kind of how Shinji thought what he did. If you remember, Shinji, at least in the film versions and animated versions of Evangelion, not so much the manga, Shinji is like, oh, Kaworu's here to save the day, I'm better, I have a friend now.
Yeah, I hate that. That's so Deus Ex Machina, it just hurts. It really just hurts.
I'll bring you happiness. You can bring me this dick, Kaworu. Sorry.
Hey, Kaworu, how about you bring me some weed? That'd be awesome.
Or some alcohol.
He tried. Misato drank it.
True. Misato's like, I'm not seeing this shit again. Ritsuko, pass, dude. I need the tequila for this one.
Yeah. By the way, there's a reason why we're trying to make you all happy, because we're about to hit depressing film. Like, so goddamn hard. Because we finally made it. We've made it to the segment.
What?
Sorry, my cat, I don't know if it actually muted my mic, but my cat keeps getting stuck, like, inside my blinds. And she's, like, broken them really hard. Hello, everyone. I've gotten a new cat.
Cats tend to do that.
Jolene. Yeah, if you could grab her. Oh, nope, she's running away. No, she's meowing.
Okay, so we've made it to the point where Kaji gets Shinji to the underground shelter.
Are we not going to talk about Asuka for a minute?
The fact that Asuka shows up and then we barely see her again.
Yeah, I just want to point out that Asuka, okay?
Hi, Asuka. Bye, Asuka.
that
Literally,
part
we get
is
like
actually my favorite fight it's my favorite part of Rebuild 2. That fight. Or it's not even Asuka, it's Mari, but that
yeah,
fight.
it's Mari. It's not even Asuka, it's Mari. Well, that's because they actually...
Mari become a character.
They actually make this fight like a good fight in Rebuild, like where in this it's just it's basically like an ass whooping until, Shinji gets there.
I don't know, I kind of like how Kaji's kind of like explored Nerve enough that he's like, oh dude, hey, check out this fucking tunnel, dude. Like,
check out this sweet shit I found! Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, I just think it's cool.
It is. Well,
and he takes him down there and he's like, hey, I'm going to survive here. And it automatically shows, like, Kaji's way of thinking that he's explored around and he's found a secret place to hide that he can stay with food. And, like, this goes to show how, like, immediate post-impact people thought. Because we see it with Misato, but we don't really get it in the manga where it's, like, how fucked up the mentalities of surviving these people have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Also, don't be a dick, Shinji.
Well, I don't really care, Like, it kind of seems like he feels like he should say that. He's just trying to establish himself like, I'm not a pilot anymore. I don't care about all of this anymore.
I'm a cool kid, yeah.
I think more than anyone else, he's trying to reassure himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I am kind of upset that no matter what medium we have, we never actually get to talk about what immediate post-impact was like. Because in the anime, they skip it. All Fuyuki says is, oh, well, the year after that was hell, and then 2002. And I'm like, I want to see 2001. Like, I want to see what 2000, 2001 were like. I want to see what those 2 years are like. And we only get, like, one panel dedicated to it here. Like, cities under tidal waves, de-starvation, war. Like,
I don't know. I do kind of, I know they kind of gloss over it, but I do love that line, for a year every horseman rode until 3 billion people were gone. Like,
that's a good line.
That is a good line.
I don't get it.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh!
Yeah, war, pestilence, famine, and death.
Oh, shit!
What do you think he meant?
I didn't know what it meant. I actually didn't know what that meant.
Oh.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
What is that from? The Bible?
Yeah, I think it's an allegory in the Bible or something.
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
Not to be confused with the 4 horsemen in the wrestling stable.
I've never read the Bible. So.
Well, I used to. Yeah,
Most haven't.
Yeah, I have. I did. But yeah, the 4 horsemen are like...
And it's from, like, Revelations or something.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
from Revelations.
Like Bible fan fiction. Liz is probably going to give me crap for saying that. But
Bible fan fiction?
It is. The whole thing is allegorical.
I seriously want that on a
t-shirt. Is the entire
t-shirt.
Bible a fan fiction? Like,
it really is. I want that on a t-shirt.
It's reasonably historical, or at least, like...
Bullshit it is.
Mythological.
No, it's mythological. I'm a history major. There's little to no history in that goddamn thing. Okay?
Not to shit on anyone who reads the Bible and goes by the faith, by the way.
Yeah, that's not what I'm shitting on. It's just like, the Bible is meant as more like a guide and like an interpretation of how to do things.
Well,
absolutely.
I thought the whole thing was like a piece of literature because it's so allegorical and metaphorical.
Yeah, but like in terms of like looking at it historically, oh fuck off.
Oh, very minimally.
No.
Very minimally, and even then with a grain of salt.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, the 4 Horsemen are from probably the most allegorical book.
Oh, Revelations is like level 9001 of allegory.
So yeah, that's what that is.
Yep.
So Kaji's kind of giving his sob story.
Which is so good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like how he's describing like my brother and I survived and we got thrown into these shelters and like a bunch of other kids did and things sucked. And then Shinji's like, so when does the spy thing start? Like, God damn Shinji. Like, don't be impatient.
Well, doesn't care anymore.
I know.
Because I feel like he knows that Kaju's going to be like, pilot the robot. And Shinji doesn't want to fucking hear it.
Well, that's...
And, like, Shinji doesn't have sympathy anymore. He's, like, so selfish at this point.
And that's the thing. That's partially why I like how, like, Shinji's attitude, because he thinks he knows where this is going.
But he doesn't.
And he's so wrong that it's awesome. But also it's like, notice how you get those rare moments, and this is, like, one of the rare moments in Eva history where it's like, holy shit, proper exposition and backstory for something.
Yeah, because it is really nice to see how civilians handle, because obviously, like, Yui and Gendo and the rest were, like, rich scientists and professors, so, like, they had money and they were backed by Sele, but, like, seeing normal people, this is something that I feel like as a reader I understand a lot more, especially having been through poverty and homelessness before.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only bit of that we get in the anime is, well, one, all the kids sitting in the shelter, like, in the...
yeah.
That one bit, but also in the first episode when they're at the drugstore and like Misato's buying all the food, and like there's two people, and I forget exactly what they're talking about, but it's something about like taxes.
They're bitching about how the city's like too expensive and it's too hard to upkeep, and then now it's getting attacked, and it's
which was super interesting, but that's all we get.
Yeah.
I am really interested. Like, it was like really. Ugh. Okay, first of all, like, the military men watching the kids for so long until they can capture one and, like, torture him and kill the rest, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty scummy of them.
And then, Kaji actually outing where everyone was. I genuinely thought that he was going... Because Kaji seems like such a decent, kind person, I legitimately thought that what would happen was that he was going to lie and run away. But he didn't. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that's where...
That, like, turns the trope on its head.
Also, let's not forget, the panel, it shows Kaji with the gun to his head, 1, 2, and then Shinji's face, like, holy fuck. It's like, Shinji's kind of starting to realize what's going on here.
You know what, Shinji? I found out I was scared of dying.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people are afraid to die. That is a very common human trait.
Well, but, like, after you've seen, like, Second Impact, I feel at that point, if you survived, there's nothing worse that you could ever see.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You know what? I think that was what was running through Kaji's mind right now. It was like, you know what? I survived that. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then he goes back and sees his friends and family.
And they're all dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, like, runs to see if they're okay. And that's
he ran pretty quickly, too.
Ugh.
You know, I think that the guy would have shot him.
Sadamoto dedicates a whole page to these dead bodies. Like, that just hurts.
Well, not only that, but also notice the coloring of Kaji's form.
Yeah.
It's, like, really...
watery.
Yeah, it's not consistent in the slightest.
Do you think that's like sort scratchy. Of, like, implying, like, a disconnect? Like, he doesn't believe what he's seeing?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, and also, like, that kind of effect was used a lot in the anime, too. So...
And then we get to, like, possibly, like, the most... Oh, hi, Asuka. By the way, Asuka again.
Yeah, I live to tell this story by Did you... Han, are you...
No.
How much farther did you get?
Wait, hold on a second. I
live to tell this story by taking the lives of my friends and my brother.
Yeah, like...
And so that's another one that's like... I mean, the question posed at the beginning of this volume was like, are all lives worth the same?
Yeah, like, also when Kaji says that, he almost has like this like content look on his face, like
he's at a point that he's accepted that now he has to sacrifice his life to...
I wouldn't say content, but
maybe because I wonder how many people he's told this to before is a good question.
Probably not many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet even Misato doesn't know.
Yeah,
like,
I would guess that even Misato doesn't.
So maybe telling someone finally about this is like maybe a weight off of his shoulders. It's like somebody knows my story finally. So if anything happens to me, like, I don't have to keep this inside me anymore.
Yeah, how many people have to die, and aren't they all worth the same?
Yeah.
So for Misato, she's thinking about her dad. For Kaji, he's thinking about all of his friends and his brother. Just all of these people who died so that they could survive. It's heavy.
I just love the line, neither of us deserve to be happy, neither do you. Like, he didn't even put it with Shinji. He's just like, you don't deserve to be happy.
Oh my god, that is like such a dagger in the heart.
But it's true.
It is true.
Well, and it's just kind of, I think it is a little fucked up how he does say that Misato doesn't deserve to be happy, because Misato does. It wasn't like Misato's choice to just live. Her father forced her into a pod.
Yeah.
And Misato carried his will and his final wish.
Yeah.
I think Misato does deserve to be happy.
I do too.
But whatever, Kaji's salty.
Yeah, he is a little bit salty, but he is dead on the money with Shinji. It's like, I don't deserve to be happy, neither do you. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Being like, damn. I don't even, like, I have, like, notes. I can't even read them. I can't even read what I wrote. I'm sure it was really deep. But anyway. I just, like, fuck. Like, what do you even, like, how do you even talk about that line? That's the thing. Like, it's just so harsh.
It's so, not only that, but honestly, think about every other anime and manga you've ever read. Like, have you ever even seen anything remotely close to that anywhere?
Not really.
No.
Close to what?
Like what Kaji says. Like, can you think of another anime or manga?
Neither of us deserve to be happy.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Shinji, neither do you.
Yeah, like, can you think of another property you've ever read or watched that even goes near that? Because I can't.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so interesting how Eva carries across all these series and things are so much different, because you have in so many series, it's like, oh, well, you could be happy if you get revenge or atone for your sins or whatever, and this anime, like, the series, like, literally the manga lays it real. It's like, no, you won't ever be happy. You don't have to be happy.
It's not saying he won't ever be happy. It's like, even if you are happy, you don't deserve it.
Yeah, it's like no matter what you have in your life, anything good, you do not deserve it.
And, like, most people want to sugarcoat around that, be like, oh, well, you deserve to be happy, you didn't mean it, and blah, blah, blah. And there's only been twice, 2 or 3 times in my entire life, I can only think of 3 people that I've ever said to, you don't deserve to be happy. And those people really fucked up. And, like, everyone, everyone wants to think, like, you can get better, and basically not take responsibility.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Shinji tries to do.
Is never take responsibility. And
especially in this instance, because he goes, I'm not the same as you. Well, like, that wasn't my fault. Dad did it. Dad died, or Toji died because of Dad. And Kaji's like, and you just watched. It's like, no, Shinji.
Like, he puts it together very clearly here, like,
if
Suzuhara died, you survived. I traded my brother's life for mine. Katsuragi traded her father's life for hers. Like,
the thing is that Shinji could have very well probably destroyed the angel without killing Toji.
Or he could have tried, or he probably in some way could have if he wanted to, he probably could have tried to get the entry plug out and put it somewhere, and then he could have done it. He could have done something But he
Seriously,
did
pull out
nothing.
the core. The plugs are literally in the core. They go straight into the core.
Yeah, like, Shinji, you could have done something. And Kaji, like, basically lays it out. It's like, picture perfectly. Like, he doesn't mince the words. You could have done something.
At the same
saved him.
time, we're being shown Asuka who does something and nearly dies.
Yeah, she,
And it's just like how different they are. Asuka is fighting, not for her life, but with her life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Asuka's trying to protect her pride, but Asuka's fighting. Like, Asuka will get herself killed for her pride.
Yeah, and she just gets her ass handed to her by the angel. It's like, yeah, it's like, we saw like one-sided before with the one angel that split into two, but like that was not as bad as this.
I feel like though, Kaji laying it straight to Shinji was probably the most helpful thing you could do.
Yeah, it was.
Because then Shinji once again asks like, what am I gonna do? You know, and Kaji's...
It drove him to action rather than inaction,
Yeah,
which I think was the intent.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also Kaji going, so how are you going to live that life as if nothing happened? Like, God!
Oh,
He's
yeah, that's
saying
the perfect bit,
living,
like...
But remember what you did.
Yeah.
And live with that remember and change yourself. Change your mistakes instead of making the same mistakes over and over, which are what a lot of people do, make the same mistakes and try to pretend nothing happened. They can't, basically they can't take responsibility. And like, I don't know, Kaji's the only person to actually treat Shinji like another human being. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one to actually talk openly with Shinji, and I think that's another important dichotomy between adults and children and people who are grown up and not, and people who have suffered and who have not. Because people who, the adults in the series are more willing to be real about themselves and be like, yeah, I'm fucked up and I do stupid shit and that's that. You know, and he's the only person to basically be like, look, Shinji, this is what adulthood is like. You're growing up now. This is what it is.
Yeah, I like how he changed his mind, because what Shinji was doing was he was running away because his thought was, Toji died, I don't want to kill anybody else. But what Kaji told him was, Toji died for you. Are you really going to just take that and run away from it, or are you going to honor him and help people?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with this life that Toji gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I see that.
And he sort of compared himself and Misato, like, he and Misato, like what you're saying, the difference between the kids and the adults, like, he and Misato understand that their lives were given to them by their loved ones, and they're trying to do something with it.
Yeah.
God. I just want to, like, I'm sorry, I'm a little far ahead. Asuka, like, thinking her head got cut off, like, damn, like, when you think about, like, what sinking to an Eva does to you, Asuka basically experienced her head getting cut off, like...
Yeah, that's gotta be, like... Also, before we depart Kaji and Shinji talking, the last thing he says to Shinji, like, it has power, referring to the Evas as an angel, like, does that not forebode a bit much, given what's going to happen soon? Like, is that not, like, subtle foreshadowing thrown in there again?
Well, I mean...
I think it's less foreshadowing, more
Misato the
exposition.
Thing.
Oh, given what happens with Unit 1 and this angel?
Well, but no, did Kaji give Misato the pill yet?
No. No, I don't think he did. I don't know.
Misato hasn't seen... No, I don't think it is this volume, actually.
No, I think it's next. I think you sent a Snapchat about this, but you were referring to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about, right?
No, I'm just saying, like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kaji is... I don't know. He's in a place where he can just basically tell Shinji and like, anything about Nerve, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Except for that. Like, the Evas are angels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Kaji.
So
He
yeah.
probably doesn't want to overload Shinji, though.
Well, I mean, he
Like,
kind
what
of
would even Shinji do with that information? Nothing good.
No, honestly, nothing. Like,
I-
we're about to get
No,
to
I
like,
think it's totally for the reader.
yeah, it's for the reader. Also, we're about to get to one of my absolute favorite moments of the entire manga.
I know, me too. Me too. Is it the same thing? I think we're thinking the same thing. Okay, but
God, I hope we are.
in stage 45.
Yeah, I think it is in 45.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right.
Shoot, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We'll get there. So Asuka's been defeated.
I hope I'm
again.
excited.
So Asuka's been defeated again. They're still attempting to get something to work with Unit 1. And now the angel has broken into the pyramid, like with a big fucking hole.
Wait.
Hmm.
Ray's doing important things.
Well, I mean, he hasn't entered. He hasn't gone inside yet. He's just opened the hole.
Hold on.
What?
Oh!
He opens.
I'm totally being sassy right now.
Okay, he opens the hole, and then like Ray pops up with the S2 mine.
It's like, suck my dick. And
Doesn't say the line.
What's that?
The line that ruined 2 for me.
Oh yeah.
say.
I'll do it for him so that he never has to pilot again.
Oh God, I hated that line.
That was what did it for me.
Yeah.
I didn't care about anything in 2 after that.
Yeah, like.
I'm literally
in 2.0.
Yeah, you don't remember that in 2.0.
I'm saying what because it's stupid.
Oh yeah, it really is.
Once and I hated it.
Yeah. And then Ray gets BTFO'd.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is my favorite part. I love this.
Oh wait, hold on. We're there, aren't we?
Okay.
You want to do it?
I just don't have words. I love this. I love. We see Gendo panic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gendo is genuinely panicked.
He's hurt because he's saying why. He's saying it's rejecting Ray. It's rejecting me. And like, oh, what are you thinking, Yui? Like oh my God, Yui like is his beloved. And he's like freaking out, like Yui's not doing what I want. Yui won't accept Ray because Ray is basically Yui's body, and then Yui's rejecting me and my plan. Like, what are you thinking? He knows she's sentient, and then you have imagine Central or wherever I'm sorry, I'm so excited, can't even words. I forget what they call it. I know it's floor 2, Command Center 2.
Yeah,
they call it the corral.
Did they? Yeah, they might have.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But oh my God, all of them are filled with Shinji. It's like, what are you thinking? And Yui's like, all right, bitch, you want to know what I'm thinking? Here.
Exactly.
Why you treat my son like shit?
This is such a great moment.
And then it's like, just, oh my God, I love watching him panic, and just like seeing like Shinji everywhere, like, Yui, what are you thinking? And like, she answers him, she's like straight up, like, this is who I want to protect, this is who I care about, and this goes into the whole thing with Gendo's rant way later.
Yeah.
But like, oh my God, I just loved that.
This is done so much better than the anime, because in the anime, Shinji just shows up. Well, okay, Shinji showing up and like saying I'm the pilot, like that happens in the anime, that happens here. But this whole thing with all the Shinjis on the screen because of Yui, like, God, I would have killed for that in the goddamn anime so goddamn much.
And it's like, it really gets that idea that there's someone in there, and he literally refers to like Yui in there, and I don't think we have the exposition at this point that she's in there.
No, not in the anime. No, not even.
I'm talking about in the manga.
Oh yeah, no. Do we? No, I don't. Not really.
No,
they don't
really.
talk about the mother stuff yet.
No,
This is sort of the first inkling. Like, why is he saying Yui?
Yeah, like, wait, Yui? The fuck? Oh.
I just like.
Such a great little.
So cool.
It's such a perfect moment. Like, full kudos to Sadamoto for putting that in there.
And then, like, the next page, is this what you want?
Yeah.
And it's like... I'm having feelings that can't be put in words.
The manga is so good, you guys.
Yeah, this is why we keep yelling at you people to read this, because it's like this. It's amazing.
Well, like, when I first turned to this page, like, I had to sit back and be like, wow. Like, Yui wants her son.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably desperately lonely. And, like, Shinji was really, like, at least in the anime, you get this idea that Shinji's really the only thing that Yui genuinely loved.
Yes.
And, like, and imagine, everyone talks about how the children need the comfort of their mother, but no one ever addresses in Eva the mother needing her child.
Yeah.
The comfort... Jolene! My cat's being stupid. Give me a second.
It's cats. It happens.
Jolene, please get out of there. Oh my god. Anyway, those blinds are done. But, like, no one ever talks about in Eva, no one ever wants to discuss the fact that a mother is just as comforted by the child as the mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we finally get this kind of breakthrough of that. Hi! Did you guys hear that?
No.
But we get that, like, breakthrough. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right, because if that wasn't the case, then, like, what Unit 1 does to reject everything and, like, basically tell Gendo, I need Shinji, is, like, that's not valid, but that's completely correct. And in a way, that also applies to Unit 2.
Mm-hmm.
In case we haven't spoiled that part already, or the show hasn't, or anything Ava-related hasn't spoiled that yet.
And I love how angry Gendo is. Like, why are you here?
Oh, God, yeah.
Because, like, he knows now. Like, Yui doesn't give a shit about what Gendo wants.
Nope.
Yui wants what Yui wants, and Yui's not working until Yui has what she wants.
And you think Gendo would have learned that lesson by now, considering, you know, Yui when she was still alive, but I guess he didn't.
Up to that point, they wanted the same thing.
Yeah, true, and this is where it really diverges between the two of them.
Yeah, because Gendo doesn't care about... the only person Gendo cares about is Yui. The only person Yui cares about is Shinji.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this. Gendo's like, why are you here? And she's like, because of the Evangelion, I'm its pilot. And then you cut to a shot of Gendo with the pictures of Shinji in the background.
See, I think the pictures changed. Like, it might just be an art thing, but it seems like this is a camera feed now instead of...
It's shifted into a camera feed, but it's still Shinji.
Yeah.
That's all he's surrounded by is just Shinji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like it might be a camera feed, but it's like Gendo, it's just being shoved in Gendo's face, and I don't think he likes that at all.
Like, Gendo, like, I'm not doing what you want unless you give me my baby.
Pretty much.
So cool.
Yeah. And then Angel stuff.
Can we talk about... I don't know how many pages forward this is. Hold on.
Yeah, find it, and then we probably can, because it's like...
Yeah, I mean, after this, it's just sort of battle scenes.
Well, like...
Yeah.
First of all... Holy shit, the blood.
Like, oh my god.
Gendo looks like fear. Like, there's fear, legitimate fear and shock in his eyes. Like, holy shit, the unit activated, its arms falling off, Shinji's piloting? What?
By the way, that's like another favorite, like, little moment is when the angel lasers off Unit 1's arm and it hits the wall and Gendo is just covered in blood and he doesn't even move. He's just still standing there watching this.
He's probably terrified. And these are one of the
I would hope so.
Well, in the anime, like, we get the same shot, but he's not, like, scared.
No,
he's
but
kind
it's
of like, whatever. But here he's, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck me running. Battle scene.
Okay, so I'm going way forward. It's Asuka, why do you keep, damn it? Like, it's like Shinji's like, Asuka, let me just protect you and be cool. I didn't notice this in the anime, like, the same thing happens, but, like, this is way forward. The unit fucking stabs Zero on the eyeball. I didn't notice. This is, like, way forward, and there's, like, blood everywhere that wasn't there in the beginning.
Oh, are we talking after it goes active again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm, like, way...
No, you're fine, because, honestly, let's be completely honest. A lot of what's going on now... What? Oh, Cat, right.
Yeah, she likes to eat my earbuds that I use for my...
Oh, that's... Okay. No, a lot of what's going on is not that different from the anime at this point. It's like shot for shot, almost the same. So we're not. If we skip far ahead, we are not missing anything.
I mean, the art's really pretty though.
Oh, I love the art.
The core legitimately looks like it's wrapped in a vagina.
Yeah, I think the only difference is like what Shinji is saying.
Blood in the eyeball, because that wasn't in the anime.
Yeah.
We sort of move forward, talking about how this is sort of the same as the anime.
Yeah.
I think it sort of fits better because it's sort of a culmination of all the things that have been happening. So talking about, like, the first thing he sees when he gets up to the surface is the body of Unit 0 and the body of Unit 2.
Oh, yeah.
So, like the lives that are being sacrificed.
Yeah, he's going through his head. It's like, shoot, they died for me too. Like, he's still running off of what Kaji said. Like, these are 2 more lives that have been sacrificed for mine.
How many more lives will be sacrificed so I stay alive? And he's like, he's not taking this well.
Yeah. So then Unit 1 powers down, and it's exactly the same as when they powered him down remotely and booted up the dummy plug pod. Wow. I was going to say dummy plug podcast.
God damn it.
And he's just crying, like, everyone's dead, right, no more dying, like, damn.
Yeah, same thing as when he was watching the unit kill Toji. He's like, I can't just sit back again.
Yeah, also, I hate to say this, but when they showed this on the anime on Adult Swim the first time, Shinji says bullshit when he's trying to get Unit 1 to move again, and they beeped it out on Adult Swim, and I heard the beep, and I lost my shit laughing. Like, I know I probably shouldn't have during this fight, but I had seen it so many times. When I heard, like, bullshit get bleeped, I just started laughing for no, like, real reason.
Because it ruins, like, a really sincere moment.
It really does. It makes it funny when it's supposed to be sincere.
No more dying, like, damn.
And then it's like, Unit 1 goes, there's no way to describe this. Unit 1 goes OP.
I'm still stuck on no more dying. I'm sorry, you guys, like, moved forward, and I'm, like, sitting...
Well, no, but that's what the trigger is. That is what the trigger is. It's like, when he says no more dying, Unit 1, like, Yui understands, like, what... Unit 1 understands what's going on.
Well, like... Yui wants Shinji nothing more at this point than Shinji's warmth and Shinji's love and to protect Shinji. And Shinji at this point is so emotionally heightened and psychologically vulnerable. And we always, like, there's always talk about how, like, psychological vulnerability will decrease someone's sync rate, but we see in extreme moments like this where Shinji just really needs to be protected and helped by his mother, she's there for him.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about manga is that there's no audio. So I do like that in the show you get the heartbeat, and then you get, like, the powering up of the eyes in Unit 1, which is just an amazing little moment. As you see Unit 1 power back on, you realize, like, oh shit.
Shit, son.
And then Unit 1 goes totally OP.
Well, there's also no, like, screaming, so I can't send Asuka, like, Snapchats of Unit 0 screaming or eating well, like I do, like, every time I watch this episode. Shout out.
Yeah. Also, you're right. I love the close-up of the horn of Unit 1 going into the eye of the angel. Like, holy fuck.
That is intense.
That is really intense.
The breathing in the anime, holy fuck. Like, the screaming didn't get me. It was the breathing and the growling that really freaked me out, and you don't get that here. And you also, like, oh, I'm sorry, I really think the fighting scene was done way better in the anime, just because of, like, the effects you could have. Like, like I said, the breathing, the AT field shattering in half and, like, flickering like a light, like, that was just so cool.
Yeah. And I love...
creepy. It's just pretty fucking creepy, though, when you have the glowing eyes, how it's drawn in the manga.
Yeah. I also love, like, when we get to Maya saying that Evo's restarted, thanks for that, Captain Obvious, Ritsuko with the look on her face saying she's awake now, like, ooh.
You know what? Ooh. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry, my earbud fell out. I got too excited. I was about to make a funny joke. Yui's been in that unit for how long now? She's probably fucking hungry, alright?
Probably 10 years, I would say.
Listen, Mama needs a nice dinner.
Oh, God. The noises in the English. Oh, God.
They're all in Japanese, so I don't know what noises. Ooh, I got a gulp.
No, I meant in the anime.
Oh.
No, I meant the anime noises. Like,
Is this the one where? Yeah, it is. Where Unit 1 looks at the camera.
Yes.
Oh, that's just horror.
Yeah, it just looks at the camera. It's like.
Right now. I'm looking at Unit 1, looking at the camera, and then on the next page, she starts tearing the angel's face off.
Yep.
Is that okay? You're looking at the page before that. Yeah. That's nightmare fuel.
God, this entire...
how it's, like, hunched over. Like, look at that.
I know, this entire scene, whether in the anime or the manga, is just seriously, like, one of the most...
I don't know. This part's way creepier in the manga because you can exaggerate the way that it's, like, bent over.
Yes.
Animate it. And especially since they have that front view of Unit 1, like... I'm gonna go into the, disgusting Freud imagery there. Sorry for the trigger warning. Like, it looks like Unit 1 is, like, assaulting Zeruel and very...
Oh, it is! Oh, there is no about it. It is.
Well, it legitimately looks like Unit 1 is raping Zeruel. Like...
Oh, ooh. Yeah.
I don't know.
A little bit. I see what you mean. Yeah, a little bit.
Well, the way it's, like, sitting and then, like, defiling and, like, destroying the angel, like, it looks like that.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Who has to face this kind of imagery frequently? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's really creepy.
Yeah, it is. And then it starts shedding.
Oh my god. Ugh. And yeah, this is really way creepier.
Yeah, like...
It's an armor.
It's restraints. Yeah. It's like, oh, God. Also...
Like, I love Hugo's face. Restraints? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, also, I love, like... I know Kaji says the same thing he says in the anime here, but I don't know, I just like it here more.
His face.
Yeah, it's partially his face, it's also partially, like...
That worry.
Yeah. Oh, fucking A.
Also, look how close he is to everything.
Yeah, he's pretty goddamn close.
Compared to everyone else who is, like, behind a bunch of bushes and shit, like, in mountains. He's, like,
how does he get around?
He's goddamn Kaji. He does whatever the fuck he wants, apparently.
Teleportation. Oh, and then we have Gendo looking smug, but also kind of upset.
Yeah, well,
damn it. It was because of Shinji that Yui woke up, not me. Also, at least she's awake.
Also, Gendo showered and changed. I would just like to point this out.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kind of no longer covered in blood, and neither
How
is
did
his
he suddenly shower and change that fast?
Because he's goddamn Gendo, apparently.
Alright, Gendo.
Yeah, we're on to you. Okay, so, and then we get the aftermath of the battle. Like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, fucking A.
I love the extra detail they put in here with the Eva wandering around with its headpiece off, and, like, they have to use, like, shit to, like, restrain it, and it's like...
Yes! Oh my god! Like, I love the shots of it getting captured.
Well, because we don't have that kind of, like, exposition in the anime. It's just like, oh, it's suddenly back here.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck did it get back here?
Yeah.
And where in the manga it's like, we might want to explain how this happened.
Yeah, I like the bit of explanation.
Yeah, explanation is good. And then, oh my god, hi, Sele. Where have you been hiding? Oh, wait,
Hold on.
yeah.
I'm there.
Oh, you're there? Okay. Yeah, but it's like, well, and I also like the fact that at this point they're still physical forms.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't gone to, like, the obelisks yet.
Why do they do that? Like, why do they do that? And when? And why?
Can I be completely honest about that in the anime?
Budget?
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool, and I like.
I mean, it was a great effect, but I think it was just budget.
Nezzer thing, like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I think it was just budget.
Well, at least Keel is, like, mostly robotic parts. Like, he's a cyborg. Like, how old is this dude?
Well, you know that there's the theory wandering around that he's what's his face from the Bible, cursed to wander the land eternally.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask Liz for the name, but that's what the theory is that he's the man who's doomed to walk the earth eternally.
Yeah, I'll ask them later.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I've heard that before, and it would be an interesting idea if it was true. And then they talk about how Kaji, because he's the bell, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Oh, Shinji's floating around.
Also, wait, hold on, let me get to it so I can make this point. Holy shit, they got the correct clothes! Thanks, Sadamoto.
Oh, that's right.
Who?
They did not break clothes.
Remember, they fucked this up in the anime, and Shinji's plug suit was there when he was never in his plug suit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Asuka. Like, all Asuka wants is to just, like, be good at piloting again, and now Asuka's, like, in her mind fucking everything up and can't do anything, and, like, she throws a fit. Like, she has no idea how to, like... Shinji is, like, the epitome of internalizing. Asuka externalizes. What do you want, Kitty?
Also, don't forget we got Misato slapping the shit out of Ritsuko, and Ritsuko just kind of sits there and takes it.
I mean, because she knows that, like, this is her responsibility.
Yeah. Also, did you just get to... You just got to the page with Ray, didn't you?
No, I got to we'll talk about it. We're about to talk about it.
Okay. But,
No, the page with Ray is before Asuka.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, Ray remembers, like, what Unit 1 did. Like...
Ray's not dead at this point.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
I'm just
like...
catching up here.
Ray doesn't die until...
I'm just catching up here.
Yes.
Ray doesn't fucking die till something else. Oh! The one where the angel goes into their, core.
Oh, isn't that 15?
I don't know when 16? That is.
I think that might be 15 or 16.
I think it might be the last one before
It's
Tabret.
16, yeah, it's the ring one.
What?
Remember, it's the one that starts...
Okay, so let's go back a bit. When Misato slaps Ritsuko.
Oh, you mean with Ritsuko getting bitch slapped?
Yeah, when Misato says, "You made it, didn't you? This is your duty," and she's sort of conspicuously silent. I think that's sort of in response to "You made it, didn't you?" Like,
yeah,
kind of,
maybe. Oops.
Didn't her mom make the Avas?
Her mom made the Magi.
No, her mother made the Magi.
I thought, but her mom started making the Ava with Gendo, didn't she?
I think she was in
like
Gahern.
Yui, Gendo, Naoko were like three of the principal founders of Gahern, and a lot of their research allowed the Magi and what we know of as Nerve and the Ava units to exist today. That's like where a lot of the basis came from.
I just realized something.
Eh?
In the page with Ray,
Uh-huh.
Ray suddenly somehow has memories of what Yui did. Oh!
Wait.
What?
Ray is able to see the Ava. Like, Ray should have been passed out but Rey is what the Eva did. Oh, can we talk about that?
Yeah, see, now you see why I said...
/ connection between all the spirits and bodies and shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of... Well, that's not what I was inferring when I meant, like, Rey saw what Unit 1 did, but now that you bring it up, it's like, wait a minute, you're right. Rey would have been passed out or unconscious or something, and she still knows, oh, fuck.
Also, let's also talk about how you made it, didn't you? This is your duty, Dr. Akagi, and then, boom, pans on Rey.
Yes.
Like, who made Rey?
Point.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, and even... Sorry, you. I don't think you've gotten to it, but Rey has to be, like...
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, they mention it later.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Can I talk? I've been talking most of this, but can we get to the thing that I freaked out about earlier?
Is it Asuka?
No. Like, for this podcast, like a few days ago.
What?
Okay, fine, I'm gonna get to it. The end of the volume. So.
Oh, right.
I'm reading this.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, we're there, so yeah, let's do this.
So I'm reading this part, and I'm just like, sitting there, reading, having a good time.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, the keystone of our plans, let our trump be seen, let him be our striking hand, okay, blah, blah, blah. You know, why are they talking about Kaji like this? And I look and I see, like, these really pretty eyes and this, like, bangs in the face, and I'm like, okay, so Keel's talking while Rey's in the pod, right?
Yeah, see, like, this is...
I fucking turned the page, and I will reenact for the best of our audience what my exact reaction was when I saw Kaworu. Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like,
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I basically, like, for the next hour was just like, what the fuck? What is happening? Oh my god. And, like, I was not expecting that at all.
No, you have no reason to expect the introduction of him this early, because
at this point in the anime, like, that was Rey.
Yeah.
But no, they do a really good job of making him a lot more like Rey in the rebuild, or I'm sorry, in the manga, which is good. Like,
well, here's a couple things. One, Kaworu is in the same technology for the dummy plug that Rey was in, meaning did Zele give? Oh, okay, I'll try to keep it down. Sorry.
Did Zele give the tech to Nerf? Probably.
But yeah, it does seem like they're using the same tech.
Oh god, don't tell me we lost Nico.
No, sorry, my roommate's talking.
Okay, no, you're fine. Oh, I was just making sure you were good. No, it's easy. It's probably a good connection to think that Zele gave the tech to Nerve for Rey.
I also sort of like how long they prolong this reveal. Like, there are 4 panels of Kaworu, like, where Kaworu is actually in the panel before you realize that it's actually Kaworu. Like, even the eyes, that looks like Rey.
I know, well, because of how nice they draw the eyelashes and the way they draw the bangs, like, you'd think it was Rey. And then, I think most of us at this point who are reading the manga have seen the anime, and, like...
And I'd hope so.
Oh, what was my point earlier? So you have, the dummy plug, technology being used. So who gave who the dummy plug technology? Did Gendo and Ritsuko discover it and give it to Zele, or the other way around? That's the curious thing. Then...
See, my theory about the dummy plug is that it's just one of these bodies floating in LCL, just in a plug.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the technology, because we see Kaworu, like, sitting in a tank.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious they can get in and outside of the tank, so, like, who invented the technology and gave it to who? Did Zele invent it and give it to Gendo, or did Gendo invent it, or Gendo and his team invent it and give it to Zele? Like, that's...
I think there's 2 possibilities. One would be Zele developed it and then gave it to Gendo and Ritsuko, or Gendo basically gave it to Gendo voluntarily. It's like, hey, we know you're going to need this to take care of our plan, so here you go. Or Gendo and somebody at Nerve created it, and Zele figured out how to do it themselves without Gendo knowing.
But yeah, so seeing Kaworu was pretty fucking surprising.
Also, the fact that they use his angel name instead
Yeah.
of in English, they use his angel name, not his code name, is like, whole fuck.
Like, hey, bitch, it's an angel.
It's like Tabris. Oh shit, I know what that is.
And he just looks like, I don't know, he looks like dazed, like kind of stoned, honestly.
I think
and then he looks like super creepy.
Yeah.
Like, that lighting is creepy.
He's just been born.
Creepy.
In a way, that could be true. Well, in a way, maybe.
Like, I sort of thought of this as, this is when they broke him out, like, this is when they set him
Wakey, wakey,
to go.
bitch, time to go destroy the earth.
Yeah.
Wakey. And then we...
Wakey, impact and bakey.
Yeah, and then we shift to Shinji, like, going, where am I?
It's kind of interesting. In this way, Kaworu's ego has been born, and Shinji's ego is experiencing death.
Yeah. Also, do you like the little detail about how Shinji's shoes are still
Yeah,
where
I
they
was
should
looking
be?
at those, like,
What?
are those just the foot pads, or are those
Yeah,
actual
Shinji's shoes are still where they
Yeah.
should be. Like, his clothes moved, but his shoes are still there.
They're stuck.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Good detail.
Damn gum.
My cat's meowing profusely at me. My cat says hello to our audience.
And,
I like how I called it an audience. Like, that's how you know I'm a musician, when I can't call it, like,
yeah.
whatever.
Also, that's the end of Volume 7!
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Holy fuck! That is a lot to digest, isn't it, folks?
Yeah, this is the best.
Yeah, there's a reason why, like, of all the 14 volumes, 7 is my absolute favorite.
I've got to go with 8, and we'll get into that next week.
8 is really fucking good, too, and there's reasons why 8 is amazing.
I'm still just so caught up on, like, Kaworu. Like, that's Kaworu.
That is a
I
hell
don't
of a
think
way
there's
to introduce it.
I don't think there's a bad volume from here on out.
No.
No, that's like a hell of a way to introduce Kaworu into, like, the manga.
I'm sorry, volume 14 is pretty bad because it has Mari in it. No, just kidding.
God damn it!
I need to read 14.
You still haven't read it?
Oh my
No.
god, come on.
Really?
Hey,
Please.
I think... Oh, wait, no, I have read 14. Okay.
You better have read it.
Meow.
You
Yeah.
better have.
I thought
I pissed off my
14
cat to
was
get her to meow.
after what I had already.
No, 14 is like... 14 might... well, there's...
some shit.
14's got the best... Yeah, there's a reason why I still think that is the best ending ever comes from the manga, and we'll get there. But yeah, there you go. That's Volume 7. If we haven't hooked you now, nothing's going to do it.
If we haven't hooked you now, why have you listened this long?
Yeah, like, why have you listened to this for like 7 episodes? The fuck?
How many episodes are out right now? Like 4?
6.
Oh.
So, until next time, true believers.
What?
Huh?
Don't get tanged, y'all.
Yeah, don't get tanged.
Yeah.
Happy
So-
birthday, Kaworu. I don't even like Kaworu. I just know it's his birthday because people won't shut up about it.
Oh.
But I'm like, when is Rei and Asuka's birthday? Like,
You apparently follow people on Twitter that know these things. Like, my timeline today was mostly football.
Love Live movie because I've been retweeting it.
Oh my god. Alright, we're done. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Oh, bye, Kamal.
Bye.
Eh,